The way Hercules died will shock you. In Greek mythology, one of the wives of Hercules, named Deianira, unwittingly caused Hercules' death through a tragic chain of events. At one point, Hercules had captured a centaur named Nessus, who was known for his strength and ability to use poison-tipped arrows. Before Nessus died, he tricked Deianira into believing that his blood contained a love potion that would ensure Hercules' fidelity. Deianira, concerned about her husband's faithfulness, collected Nessus's blood. Years later, when Deianira suspected Hercules of infidelity with a woman named Lol, she used a garment soaked in Nessus's blood as a love charm. However, the blood had been tainted with the centaur's poisoned arrows. When Hercules put on the garment, the poison began to consume his flesh, causing him immense pain. In his agony, Hercules built a funeral pyre on Mount Ida and laid himself upon it to end his suffering. As the flames consumed his mortal body, Hercules was granted immortality and ascended to Mount Olympus to join the gods. Wonder Woman was real. Penthesilea was a legendary Amazonian queen in Greek mythology, known for her courage, skill in battle, and tragic fate. She was the daughter of the war god Ares and the nymph Otrera, and she was raised among the fierce tribe of warrior women known as the Amazons. In the midst of the legendary Trojan War, Penthesilea and a contingent of Amazons decided to join the Trojans in their fight against the Greeks. When Penthesilea arrived in Troy, she made a grand entrance. Clad in magnificent armor and riding a chariot, she immediately impressed both allies and enemies with her regal presence. However, her destiny took a tragic turn when she faced the mighty Greek hero Achilles. Achilles killed Penthesilea during their fight. After she fell to the ground, her helmet fell off, and Achilles was struck by her beauty and bravery. This led to a moment of mourning and remorse for Achilles after he realized he had killed such a valiant and worthy opponent. Some accounts state that Achilles was so overwhelmed with remorse for killing her and that he held a funeral in her honor. Subscribe for more. A true story you won't hear anywhere else. You would never guess how this super athlete died. A man who could carry a full-grown bull on his shoulders and walk a mile. A man who was the Olympic wrestling champion for 6 Olympiads for a total of 24 years. This man was the legendary Milo of Croton, a super athlete from the 6th century BC. His feats of strength were legendary. Despite all his amazing feats of strength and athleticism, he wasn't strong enough to split a tree with his own bare hands. Yes, that's what he tried to do. His hand got stuck in the tree and he ended up being devoured by a pack of wolves. Well, at least he got a delicious energy drink named after him. Subscribe for more. A 3,000-year-old story you won't believe. Odysseus, the king of Ithaca, spent a total of 10 years getting home after the Trojan War. Also remember, the war itself lasted 10 years. This is a story of only one of the trials he had to overcome. Odysseus encounters the Sirens, beautiful and seductive creatures whose enchanting songs lure sailors to their doom. More like crashing their ships, maybe for fun or for food. Disney may depict mermaids as friendly, but accounts of sirens and mermaids throughout history indicate they were vicious and cunning. Odysseus, to protect his crew from their deadly allure, orders them to plug their ears with beeswax and ties himself to the ship's mast so he can hear the siren's song without succumbing to their temptation. This cunning strategy allows him to navigate safely through the perilous waters and continue on his journey home. Subscribe for more. Could these two gods actually be the same person? Zeus, king of the Greek pantheon of gods, mirrors the king of the Hindu gods, Indra, in many ways. Both gods are gods of thunder and lightning. Indra's Vajra, a thunderbolt-like weapon, mirrors Zeus's lightning bolts. Both gods display a proclivity for revelry and indulgence, especially their love for beautiful women. Indra's battles with the serpent Vritra mirrors Zeus's struggles against the monstrous Typhon. These legendary conflicts depict the gods' relentless determination to protect their realms from malevolent forces. Another striking similarity lies in their roles as divine judges. Indra and Zeus both preside over celestial courts, dispensing justice and meting out punishments to those who transgress. Tell me in the comments if you think these gods are one and the same person. Subscribe for more. Atlantis was a real city. The story of Atlantis, a mythical futuristic city, comes from the Greek philosopher Plato. A tale of a prideful city getting destroyed by the gods due to their prideful attitude. Modern historians believe Plato used Atlantis as an allegory for a Greek city of his time, Athens. Here is why they are wrong. Firstly, time. Plato describes the time of destruction of Atlantis at 11,600 years ago. That is roughly the same time as the rapid ocean level rise during a geological event called Meltwater Pulse 1b. Secondly, Plato gives a location of Atlantis as in the Atlantic Ocean and described it as a huge island that sunk beneath the waves in a day. Lastly, source. Plato claims to have gotten the story from an Athenian statesman named Solon, who visited Egypt and heard about Atlantis from Egyptian priests. Allegoric tales don't need such elaborate details. Subscribe for more.